Alright, what's up, broke boys? My name is The Air, and today I'm here to help you do your taxes. That's a lie, never mind. Anyways, I need to turn that down, but what I'm actually here for is to talk about what the title would probably suggest, which is Love, Death, and Robots. A new Netflix original. Big surprise coming from The Air out here. So what we're going to do here is I'm actually going to look at this episode by episode based on the brief notes that I took when watching it for the first time. And then, because it is anthology, none of it actually is connected. So that's something to note, which is why I'm going to do all of them individually. And then at the end, kind of give an overview on the entire thing. Some of them are going to be extremely brief, so that I don't think I should take too long on this video, but some of them I won't talk about very much at all because some of them are only like 4 to 7 minutes, which makes them really easy to spoil. Because what would be a minor plot point in the terms of this scene being in a larger movie is something that's really big to the world that's set up in each episode. But anyways, let's see here. I guess I'll have to edit this video. Alright, so we're back. I accidentally deleted the note that I had kept it on, so I had to go and restore the file out of my trash files and fix this lighting as well. So basically I had to go restore the file, and now that means I'm going to have to do a cut edit, which, yeah, you'll notice there's a cut edit, but whatever. So I'm going to talk about the first one, Sunny's Edge. Obviously, you can read the description on screen, but the first episode's a testament to, it's really good storytelling, honestly. It's not that it was the best thing ever written, but the first episode has a stronger plot than some entire TV series that I've reviewed, and it's easily twice as entertaining. I'd say 8, 9 out of 10, easy, and that's just with a quick overview on it. Second episode is not as strong as the first. It's a comedy, I guess, but a lot of the jokes didn't really land with me. The jokes were all centered around this pseudo edgy the apocalypse happened jokes, but they weren't I don't know. It might be just me because comedy's kind of subjective, but I think this one sucked. The next one, I'm gonna go down to it. The Witness. Once again, you can read the description. It's an interesting but an overexplored concept, and I think that's where I'm going to leave that one at. It's not that it's not entertaining. It's just that when you get to the end, you don't really feel satisfied because, well, the concept's just a little bit overexplored. The next one, Suits. Well, the description says a lot there, but it's actually pretty entertaining, and it kind of takes the whole idea where you imagine farmers defending their flocks from crops, or they're defending their flocks from wolves, except for now the farmer is defending his cows from weird alien insects, which is cool, I guess. It's a pretty good story. It's somewhere I would say 6, 7 out of 10. It's not the strongest thing that's ever been written, but it's entertaining. If you want to see some mech shoot some aliens, this is your show, man. I guess since I did it in my notes, I'll actually put it right here. Some of these could be full length, but the short story style really is an art of its own. So these things can be done and belief can be suspended for a short narrative that would be kind of wild to try and set up in a full-length story. So that's it for that break point. But then we'll go into Sucker of Souls. Now, while this one wasn't necessarily bad in any way. It is such a cliche. I can't. There's probably an entire category of movies about someone being an archaeologist or digging or something in any way, and they uncover an ancient evil that they can't deal with. Woo! It's not fun. I don't like it. So then we'll move on to When the Yogurt Took Over. This one's another one of those that's supposed to kind of be a comedy, I guess, but I don't know. The jokes didn't land with me. I don't think it's that funny. And not to mention that, this is the rare exception where I don't even like the animation. The animation and all the rest of these is amazing. I think this is the only one that I can say I don't like the animation in. If there was one you could skip, it'd be this one. So, what? Beyond the Aquila Rift? Super, super entertaining. I can't really say a lot about this, but 9 out of 10, disturbing, did not help me sleep. So, episode count, good hunting. This one's, I like this one a lot. There's a lot to it. It's one of the longer ones actually at like 15, 16 minutes, 17 with full credits and everything, but it's a solid banger. It's brief, action packed, and there's really a lot of significance and metaphors surrounding like English colonialism and imperialism in China and all that, and it's just a lot to it. I like it. Oof, we got to talk about this one, The Dump. This one is I don't like it. I think it was meant to kind of stir those like endearing vibes where, like, you know, the story where, you know, the urbanization and city is encroaching on someone and they just want to live like a peaceful country life, except for you don't really feel sorry for this guy because honestly well, it's not that he's white trash, but it's more that he's a douchebag and you don't really, kind of a creep. You don't feel for him. So, yeah, that's where I'll leave that one. Now I can move on to Shapeshifters. Really entertaining, actually. It's, it's another just brief action-packed banger. Like 8, 9 out of 10, easy. Some significance and metaphor put in there as well. It's got a pretty decent and relevant plot. We'll move on to Helping Hand. Helping Hand was, wow, it's actually, looking at this, it's hard to believe that it was 8 or 9 minutes long, because it's a drama, or a suspense really, and it was riveting the entire time through, man. It really was. It was a good one to watch. Definitely a good one. Go through Fish Night. I'm going to start to kind of go through these a little bit more quickly because I'm going to do some edits to make this video go faster. All right. This one, not as strong as the other one, but it's kind of visually entertaining. Lucky 13. It has some cool, if you enjoy like aerial kind of dogfighting scenes, it's pretty good, but it's nothing really special in my opinion. Zima Blue, another one. This one was about 8-9 minutes of wasted time. I don't really think there was anything super special about it. There wasn't any. I didn't really get any ridiculous meaning out of it, or even really think even the art. Well, I mean, the animation is beautiful, but like, I didn't really get a lot out of it. Blind Spot. This one's kind of just it's just a chase. It's a chase and heist scene, and that's it. There's not a lot else to it. We go to this one where young couple moves into an apartment, finds a lost civilization inside their antique freezer. That's about it. kind of waste of time beyond that description. We'll go into this one. This is what, like, our like fourth or fifth bad in a row. I don't really know. But this one is an alternate history one, another one that's kind of supposed to be a comedy, I guess, but like I did not think any of these were funny. Honestly, I don't think any of the ones where they tried comedy are good. Then we go to the final, and it ends on a good note. This one is a banger. Like, I mean, even though it loosely fits into the cliche I mentioned before, where like someone uncovers an ancient evil that they can't deal with, like, this one's done well. Characters are laid out, plot is driven. We're in World War II era Russia, and they're fighting a two-front war, and it's actually stunning. So this is where the video reaches too long, but anyways, I'm going to talk about everything as a whole. Basically, it's an anthology, so it can be a little bit hit or miss, but what's going to be consistent throughout is the animation. The animation is beautiful. Some of these are just so great to look at, and I think that's sometimes an underappreciated thing in animation, but less underappreciated often than just not done well. Background art, stunning. Character art, often just as stunning. Scenes, well done. And I think the next thing I want to point out to this is something I mentioned in a cut section earlier. It's just that the stories that some of these tell in really just a few scenes, they're better than entire films. Some of these stories are better than entire TV series. Some of these short stories really display a sort of skill and art in storytelling that not a lot of people can really achieve. And I'm not saying I can achieve that either. I can look at people that can achieve it, but like, these are really impressive short stories. You know, obviously, I went through each and every one of them, and not all of them are impressive as the last. But the ones that are done well are done really well. And I highly encourage everyone watching this video to go check out Love, Death, Plus Robots on Netflix. And with that in mind, remember to leave a like, comment, subscribe, and as always, take it easy.